What's going on, everybody? We got another review. It's Syid Reviews, and this is Good Guy Vapes channel, reviewing the latest and the greatest. And today we're reviewing the TFV8 Big Baby Light edition. So if you are familiar with the TFV8, it's pretty much the same one that comes in the Alien kit, but the only difference here is we're looking at, looks like, let me see, I'm gonna go ahead and read off what this little kit includes here. And looks like we have a built-in light. That's gonna be pretty interesting to see how that works out. Looks like, let's see, 6 pairs of colored seal O-rings. You got spare parts in here. We got a 510 drip tip adapter, which is pretty cool. I know a lot of times that these tanks will come with their own like drip tips, and not everybody's like a fan of those. And let's see, so we have a bunch of stock coils in there. All right, so let's open this thing up, see what's going on. All right, so here we got the tank. There we go. Pop that thing out. Pretty solid tank. I don't see really where the lights are, but I guess we'll definitely see them light up when we try this out. But let's set this off to the side right now. Let's just see what else it comes with. And there's those spare O-rings I was talking about. A bunch of different colors. That's pretty cool. All right, manual, user manual. Like everybody reads these. And we got other O-rings for the top. Looks like that little top piece where you would fill it is actually in there too. A little extra piece in there in case you lose anything. And bam, look at that. In case you drop your tank, because everybody knows every once in a while you're gonna drop your tank. If you have a tank, it's just like the curse that's gonna happen. And just in case you do, no need to go run out yet because it comes with a spare part right there. All right, not much really else in there besides those vape bands. I mean, these are pretty cool if you want to throw those on your tank just to accessorize. Let's see, some stock coils, but I don't really think I'm gonna use those because I'm sure we're all familiar on how that normally works out. Normally I would use these Medusa Clapton coils and staple Clapton coils to be more specific. Instead, they decided to unveil this little behind the scenes sneak peek right now, which I think is pretty cool, which is gonna be the tank tracker, I believe it's called, tank track coil. We're gonna try that out. We're gonna go ahead and prime this up, see what this tank's all about. Now, I'm sure most of you have used your tanks before. Just make sure you prime that coil. You don't want to just fill that tank up and then just start ripping at it. Unlike this coil, I believe it goes up to about 90 watts. We're going to try it out and see how we can punish this thing, see if it actually keeps up with it. But you obviously want to juice it because let me tell you something. If you've ever vaped a dry coil, and I'm sure if you've been vaping for any amount of time, at some point you've hit that dry coil, it's not fun. So we're just going to go ahead and prime it up, put it together. And actually, if you watched the last review, that we did of the Fuchai 213. Like I said, you can actually take out the squonk bottle in there, take off the addy, and actually close off that little section where the squonk bottle goes in, and you can actually throw your own tank on there, addy on there. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna use the same device, and we're gonna go see how that works out. All right, cool. So we got the tank filled up, and actually while I was filling it up, I went to go just a little test fire on that coil, and actually noticed, look at that light. That's actually super. That's noticeable, man. That's not even like a little tiny glimpse in the tank. Like it lights up your tank. Let's get a close-up of that. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm actually gonna test fire this thing here. Let's see. All right, we're gonna start it at 50 watts. That's at 52 watts, actually. Let's crank this thing up. So we said that that coil can hit about 90 watts. Let's crank it straight to 90 and see what's gonna go on. It's either gonna be a really bad joke or a really good time. So we'll test it out. I'm gonna make this sacrifice for you guys right now. If I dry hit and throw up everywhere, you don't gotta worry about calling anybody to help you clean that up. Let's see. All right, so this is at 90 watts. I don't know if you can see that, but there it is, 90 watts. Here we go. Yeah, I'd say that's a very good 90 watt hit right there. That coil's lasting, man. I'm just. No dry hits. That is fantastic. That is really, really cool. So like I said, that's a little sneak peek coil. I'm sure whenever that gets out on the market, you guys will definitely be the first to know. You know, now that I think about it, the light actually changes, just like the box says, changes with the O-ring. So that means that the light in there is white. So don't drive yourself crazy trying to figure out how to change settings on your box or anything. It actually, the second you change those O-rings, it's actually gonna just reflect through the O-rings and you'll have a different color light in your tank. So that's pretty cool. I honestly really like this tank. I think it's fantastic. Comes with extra spare parts, kind of fail-proof. You can walk away knowing that even if you dropped it right when you left the store, you just go ahead and change it right there. You still have a tank. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, really cool. And I think that pretty much sums it all up. This was the TFV8 Big Baby Light Edition. And the only difference from this one and the one that comes in the Alien kit is it has a light in it. But it's a pretty cool light. I mean, look at that. You know what I mean? All right, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that review. Hopefully gave you a little bit more information on the tank itself before you go out and pick it up. Once again, TFV8 Big Baby Light Edition. And just make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share the YouTube page. Make sure you also hit that little notification so whenever a new video goes up, you get to know. So if you're hanging out somewhere, boom, you get a little notification. You get to check out the latest and greatest with Good Guy Vapes here on Syid Reviews on the Good Guy Vapes YouTube channel.